Reverend Father George Mokel, on behalf of our pastor, Father Rafael Hinojosa, the catechist, and the whole community of St. Anthony Parish here in Oakley, it is my honor to present to you our candidates for the sacrament of confirmation. Through catechesis, prayer, and good works, and through the support of their families, sponsors, and this local parish community, they have persevered and are now ready to be strengthened by the power of the Holy Spirit in the sacrament of confirmation. It is my privilege to present these candidates to you at this time. I now ask our candidates for the sacrament of confirmation to please stand. Reverend Father George Mokel, trusting in God's mercy and love, we humbly request that you minister the sacrament of confirmation to these 29 of our brothers and sisters.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Siéntense, por favor. I promise to be brief. Let me ask a question. Do any of you being confirmed today know what a pop quiz is? Anybody familiar with that term, pop quiz? Any of the older people here familiar with what a pop quiz is?
Yes.
I see a few heads nodding. Well, a pop quiz is a surprise quiz that a teacher at the last minute, you come to class expecting to have a regular class, and says, guess what? I'm going to give you a test, okay? And nobody is ready for it, and everybody starts to get nervous and uptight. Well, when I was in school, we used to get pop quizzes all the time. I hated them, okay? Well, it strikes me that in today's gospel, Jesus is giving his disciples a surprise quiz. They're gathered. Maybe they just finished lunch. They're thinking they're going to relax. And Jesus pops the question, who do people say I am? Disciples say, well, there are some people out there who think you're John the Baptizer. Some others think you're Elijah or one of the prophets. Kind of like a public opinion poll. You know, 10% think this, 20% think this. Tell them what everybody else is thinking, because I don't know what I'm thinking. Then Jesus bores in even more. Who do you say I am? And I suspect that they really got nervous. And I don't know about you, but when you get asked a question you don't know the answer to, suddenly your shoes become very important. And everybody is looking down at their shoes, and nobody's looking at the person asking the question. But then good old Peter jumps into the silence, and he makes that profound declaration: you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. That question is perhaps the most important question that Jesus could ask, not just of those disciples, but of you and me. And that's the most important question that you need to think about and answer. Because your response to that question sets the whole chart, the whole road ahead of all the decisions and the choices that you're going to have to make as you move through life. Who do you say Christ is? If he's the Son of the living God, then what he has to say has importance for my life. And I need to take it seriously. And so today, when you receive the sacrament of confirmation, the same Holy Spirit that came upon the disciples at Pentecost will be received by you sacramentally to complete, but also to enhance the work that was begun on the day you were baptized. And those gifts that the Holy Spirit will give you, the gifts about which you studied so much, wisdom, understanding, counsel, fortitude, knowledge, piety, awe in the presence of the Lord. If you take those gifts and use them, the Holy Spirit is given, then you're going to give the right answer. Not just by your words, but by the way you live your life. And that's perhaps more important than your words. And so, it's a gift. A gift requires a giver, but it also requires a receiver. You have to accept that gift and make it part of your life. Accept the gifts that the Holy Spirit is giving you. Then, when the question gets asked of you in all the daily decisions of your life and how Jesus impacts those, you'll not only know the right answer to the question, you'll also know the right way to live your life.